Hey, warriors. Okay, so this week has been pretty heavy for a lot of us. The Schumann resonance, the heartbeat of Earth, if you don't know, has been spiking pretty hard. And with it, a lot of us are feeling a lot, to say the least. Racing thoughts, um, chest tightness, wired energy that won't let you sleep, um, waves of anxiety, even if you've never been anxious before, downloads that hit, like lightning at 3 a.m., temperature swings, that, that freaking deep, inexplicable, I guess, off feeling in your nervous system. That's been a big one. If that's you, you're not alone, you know, and that's important to know that there's a lot of people feeling it, and you're not losing your mind or anything either. You're just tuning in, and I know that it feels horrible to a lot of people sometimes. I've been feeling not good. You know what I mean? So, and right now the earth is, I guess if you want to call it, singing louder than usual, and your body is listening, period. I don't, that's what's happening. um the Schumann resonance, you know is basically Gaia's pulse. For those who don't know, her natural electromagnetic frequency, and for most of history it's hovered at about 7.83 hertz, but lately it's been jumping to 20, 30, and 40 at times over the past week. When the earth's heartbeat speeds up, our nervous systems feel it, especially if you're sensitive or an empath, or just an awakened soul, someone whose system is open. You know, it's like your body is trying to sync with that faster rhythm, the vagus nerve, okay? That beautiful wandering nerve, okay? That I guess connects, your brain to your heart and gut. It gets overstimulated, that's why the chest tightness and that weird wired feeling, sudden waves of emotion. It's not just anxiety, it's your system is recalibrating. It's like it's upgrading from, I don't know, like freaking dial tone to fiber optic, you know? And it feels chaotic. There's no two ways about it. It feels chaotic while it's happening, but something bigger is coming online, you know? And that's important too. This is what needs to be done to bring in what we're needing right now, what she's needing right now. So, I mean, right now, I want to speak directly to your nervous system, because if you've been feeling like you can't settle, overwhelmed by really small things, that's been me, okay? For the most part. The off feeling and the getting really irritated by really little things. Heart racing for no reason, exhausted but wired, downloads that leave you emotional. Okay? This is sacred work. I'm not trying to be cheesy, but that's what it is. Your body is shedding the old density. It's while trying to hold new light. So the spikes in, Earth's frequency are pressing I guess, on every unhealed place, you know, every like place where you've carried collective pain, every place where you've said, I'm fine when you weren't, you know? And here's the truth: you are doing this with love, okay? That's the most important part of it. Even when it feels horrible, you're still showing up, you know, still choosing compassion, still holding, you know, space for others while your own system, you know, is upgrading and freaking out, you know, that that takes profound strength. It really does. You know, I mean, I can't stress that enough, you know. Um so I guess, how do we get through this with some grace, you know? Um, you're going to want to breathe with your vagus nerve. Try the 4-6-8 breathing. Inhale 4, hold 6, exhale 8. Slow, gentle, you know, it tells your nervous system you are safe, right? Ground often. Bare feet on the earth, even if it's for 5 minutes, you know, let Gaia help regulate what she started. Seriously. Warmth and rest, you know, warm baths, cozy blankets, early freaking nights when you can, you know. Your system is working overtime, and we need to honor that when it's happening. So be gentle with yourself. Journal if that's your thing, you know. I don't know, write down one thing that's not yours and release it. You know, say, I return this with love. I know that sounds really cheesy, but it really does help. You know, even just reading, you know, kind comments, or sitting in silence with others who understand, can really help, you know, your nervous system. You don't have to do this alone. Most importantly, like I said already, be gentle with yourself. This isn't a race, it's a remembering, you know, and there's a ton of us doing it. This this spike right now, it's not random. The earth is shifting, you know, the collective itself is shifting. Um, and the sensitive ones, the empaths, the awake hearts, we feel it first. Plain and simple. You're not just feeling your own shit right now, you're feeling everybody else's. You're feeling, you know, that wave that is moving through all of us. And by holding space with love, you're helping not just yourself, but everyone else. And to me, that really is sacred. You know, that's why you're here. And this intensity, it will ease. The downloads, you know, they will settle. Um, the new calibration will feel like home again. Do you know what I mean? You're not going to feel so damn weird and off. Because that's probably the worst feeling for me, is feeling just not right, you know. But until then, we just have to support each other, you know. I'm holding light for everybody that I can, and everybody else needs to do the same. I love you.